Modern luxury has undergone a radical metamorphosis, shifting from the outward display of opulence to the inward cultivation of peace. The sovereign sanctuary represents the pinnacle of this evolution, where the garden is no longer a peripheral ornament, but the central nervous system of the home. This design philosophy posits that nature is the ultimate luxury, requiring a sophisticated blend of architectural discipline and organic spontaneity. To achieve this, one must view the land not as a static plot, but as a living asset that demands a strategic investment of both capital and vision. The architectural success of a luxury garden hinges on the mastery of spatial flow, creating a seamless transition between the controlled interior and the rhythmic exterior. We treat the garden layout as a series of outdoor galleries, each designed to evoke a specific emotional response while maintaining a cohesive aesthetic narrative. By utilizing threshold markers, such as oversized pivot doors or continuous flooring materials, we dissolve the traditional boundaries of the home. This strategic alignment ensures that the movement through the estate feels intuitive, prestigious, and entirely bespoke to the inhabitant's lifestyle. In Tier 1 luxury markets, privacy landscaping is the ultimate currency, necessitating a complex zoning strategy that balances security with openness. We divide the estate into distinct functional zones: the social core, the meditative refuge, and the productive edible landscape. Each zone is delineated not by harsh fences, but by soft architecture, such as pleached hornbeam, dry stone walls, and topographical shifts. This sophisticated zoning allows for simultaneous activities, a high-end gala, and a silent meditation, to coexist within the same sanctuary, without visual or auditory interference. The choice of materials is where design philosophy meets practical sophistication, opting for substances that weather with grace and command respect. We specify rare Italian travertine, reclaimed teak, and sustainably sourced Belgian bluestone to provide a tactile foundation that feels both ancient and modern. These materials are selected not just for their beauty, but for their thermal properties and their ability to ground the structure within the natural environment. In the realm of sustainable luxury, the longevity of a material is the highest form of environmental stewardship and a guarantee of long-term ROI. The 2026 aesthetic rejects the sterile perfection of the past, in favor of wild luxury, a curated naturalism that celebrates biodiversity within a structured frame. This rewilding process involves the strategic introduction of native species and pollinator-friendly flora, designed with the precision of a Dutch master's painting. It is an intentional chaos, a soulful harmony, where the organic growth of the garden acts as a counterpoint to the rigid lines of the residence. This approach not only supports the local ecosystem, but also creates a deeply immersive, sensory experience that resonates with the human spirit. Integrating biophilic design is a calculated investment in the health and longevity of the homeowner, utilizing nature's patterns to reduce cortisol and enhance cognitive function. We incorporate fractal geometry in the planting layouts and water features that mimic the rhythmic sounds of a mountain stream. This is not merely aesthetic, it is a clinical application of environmental psychology, designed to create a tranquil environment for the modern mind. By fostering a deep connection to the circadian rhythms of the earth, the garden becomes a machine for healing and a refuge from the digital noise of the outside world. professionally designed landscape is one of the few home improvements that appreciates over time, often yielding a property value increase of 15 to 20%. High net worth buyers in 2026 prioritize turnkey nature, seeking estates where the hard work of ecological establishment has already been performed. By investing in mature specimens and high-quality hardscaping, the homeowner is essentially buying time, the one luxury that cannot be manufactured. Our data suggests that homes with soulful intent in their gardens spend significantly less time on the market and command a higher premium in competitive Tier 1 regions. The modern luxury estate must function as a singular ecosystem, where the transition from the master suite to the morning terrace is an effortless journey. We utilize in-situ concrete and seamless glass transitions to ensure that the view of the garden is always framed like a piece of high-end art. This Nexus is optimized for the blue mind effect, placing water features within the direct line of sight from primary living areas to trigger an immediate state of calm. When the indoor and outdoor environments are perfectly synchronized, the perceived square footage of the home expands exponentially. Water is the soul of the sanctuary, but in 2026, we move beyond the traditional swimming pool toward reflective stillness pools and pondless streams. These features are designed for auditory texture, utilizing basalt stone to create a low, resonant hum that masks urban white noise. The visual impact of a black-bottomed reflecting pool creates a mirror for the sky, bringing the celestial realm down to the garden floor. This is the ultimate tool for mindfulness, providing a focal point for daily reflection and a sense of infinite depth within a confined spatial layout. As the sun sets, the sanctuary must undergo a cinematic transformation, utilizing a layered lighting scheme to highlight the architectural skeleton of the garden. We avoid the floodlight approach, opting instead for discrete, low-voltage copper fixtures that provide a warm, 2700 K glow. Moonlighting, placing fixtures high in the canopy of mature trees, creates a dappled, naturalistic effect that mimics the play of light in a forest. This strategic illumination extends the usability of the garden into the evening hours, ensuring that the investment is visible and functional, 24 hours a day. The integration of exquisite edibles is a hallmark of the 2026 estate, where the kitchen garden is elevated to the status of a formal parterre. We design bespoke raised beds using charred Akoya wood, filled with rare heirloom vegetables and medicinal herbs, that serve both the palate and the aesthetic. This farm-to-table at-home experience represents a return to self-sovereignty and a rejection of industrialized food systems. When a garden can provide both spiritual nourishment and physical sustenance, it achieves the highest form of luxury, true independence. We treat every tree as a sculpture, selecting specimens for their architectural form, bark texture, and seasonal performance. Multi-stemmed birches or ancient olives are placed as focal points within a modern Zen framework, providing a sense of scale and history. These living sculptures provide a changing exhibition throughout the seasons, from the skeletal beauty of winter to the lush abundance of midsummer. By choosing plants with architectural integrity, we ensure that the garden remains visually compelling even during the dormant months, maintaining the estate's prestigious appearance year-round. In the sovereign sanctuary, technology is felt, but never seen, operating in the background to ensure the health of the ecosystem. Smart irrigation systems connected to local weather stations optimize water usage, while hidden sensors monitor soil pH and nutrient levels in real time. This invisible infrastructure allows the homeowner to enjoy the fruits of nature, without the burden of constant maintenance. It is the ultimate expression of modern sophistication, a garden that is hyper-intelligent, yet appears entirely effortless and organic in its presentation. A truly elite garden is designed for the ears, as much as the eyes, utilizing sound masking techniques to create a private acoustic envelope. We analyze the prevailing winds to place rustling grasses like miscanthus, and aromatic shrubs that release their scent when brushed. The placement of stone walls and dense evergreen hedging acts as a natural sound barrier, filtering out the intrusion of the modern world. This curated soundscape is essential for achieving the Zen state required for deep work or restorative sleep, making it a critical component of the sanctuary's design logic. Sustainability is no longer an option, it is a foundational requirement for the 2026 luxury property, necessitating the use of permeable hardscaping and local materials. We advocate for the use of decomposed granite and permeable pavers that allow the earth to breathe and prevent runoff into local systems. These materials offer an earthy and organic aesthetic that grounds the high-end architecture in the reality of the site. By respecting the geological history of the land, we create a timeless foundation that will remain relevant and durable for generations to come. The core of the sovereign sanctuary is the personal retreat, a hidden nook or cocoon designed for absolute isolation and reflection. This space is often tucked away behind a modern minimalist screen or a living wall, offering a degree of privacy that is rare in today's hyper-connected world. We furnish these spaces with ergonomic, weather-resistant lounges, and surround them with mindfulness planting, like lavender and white salvia. This is the heart of the living sanctuary philosophy, where the individual can reconnect with their own soul, amidst the beauty of the natural world. The principles of the sovereign sanctuary are not limited by acreage. Small backyard transformations utilize verticality and mirrored surfaces to create an illusion of space. In urban Tier 1 environments, a Mediterranean courtyard or a lush rooftop garden can offer the same refuge as a sprawling estate, when designed with spatial intelligence. We use zoning within small footprints to create multifunctional areas that serve as a dining room, a lounge, and a green escape simultaneously. This proves that luxury is not defined by the quantity of land, but by the quality of the experience curated within it. As we look toward the next decade, the role of the landscape architect will increasingly overlap with that of the wellness consultant and the environmental scientist. The sovereign sanctuary is the prototype for this future, representing a holistic approach to living that prioritizes the health of the planet and the person. We are moving toward a regenerative luxury, where every estate contributes more to the environment than it consumes. This shift in design philosophy ensures that our living sanctuaries remain vibrant, resilient, and prestigious in an ever-changing global climate. Ultimately, the creation of a sovereign sanctuary is an act of defiance against the fast-paced, digital exhaustion of the modern era. It is a commitment to the belief that the finest things in life cannot be manufactured in a factory, but must be grown, nurtured, and respected over time. When we align our architectural ambitions with the wisdom of the natural world, we create more than just a garden, we create a legacy. In the end, we find that the most profound sophistication lies in the simplest of things, the rustle of leaves, the smell of rain on stone, and the quiet peace of a living sanctuary.